Hello everyone. We're going to do homework number 11, number 15. A study of cats and dogs found that 30 of 60 cats and 11 of 40 dogs slept more than 10 hours per day. At the 0.05 level of significance, is there sufficient evidence to conclude that a difference exists between the proportions of cats and dogs that sleep more than 10 hours per day? So with all that, they want you to see if it lies outside or inside the critical region. But we really don't want to solve for that. What we're really going to be solving for is the test statistic, since these are the numbers that are shifting. So let's find test value or the test statistic. So number 15, we're going to find z, or the test statistic. And to find z, we're going to be using this formula, p hat 1 minus p hat 2 divided by the square root of p line times q line times 1 divided by n1 plus 1 divided by n2. And all square rooted. So let's write down what we know. We know that x1 is 30, n1 is 60, x2 is 11, and n2 is 40. Now it's a little bit hidden, so I've wrote down the corresponding letters right here. So blank out of blank and blank out of blank. 30 of 60, 11 of 40. So these are how I got these numbers. So let's move on and let's find p hat 1 and p hat 2. So let's find p hat 1 and p hat 2. Now the way we're going to do that is using this p hat formula. So it's going to be p hat is equal to x over n. And as we have right here, we have two sets. So we're going to do it twice. So we got p hat 1 with the x1 and n1. And we have p hat 2 with x2 and n2. Now, once we put them together and simplify, we get p hat 1 equals to 0.5. And p hat 2, when it simplifies, it's going to be p hat 2 equals 0.275. And with that, we have p hat 1 and p hat 2. Now let's find p line and q line. Since we're going to be finding p line and q line, we're going to be using these formulas. So to find p line, it's going to be x1 plus x2 divided by n1 plus n2 equals p line. Now to find q line, it's going to be q line equals to 1 minus p line. So we got to do p line first. So let's do so. I've already put the numbers in their respective places. x1 plus x2, 30 plus 11, divided by n1 plus n2, 60 plus 40. So when that simplifies down, it's going to be to 41 divided by 100. And when we simplify that one more time, we get p line equals to 0.41. Now what we're going to do is just put that into this formula right here, in which we get q line is equal to 1 minus 0.41, in which we get q line is equal to 0.59. And with that, we got p line and q line. Now when I got p hat 1, p hat 2, p line, and q line, we can put them in this formula right here. So I've already written down the numbers right here, and we also need the set of n1 and n2, and we're just going to plug them into that equation. So it's going to look something like this. Z equals 0.5 minus 0.275 divided by the square root of 0.41 times 0.59 times 1 divided by 60 plus 1 divided by 40. So the top part simplifies down to 0.225, and 0.41 times 0.59 is equal to 0.2419. And 1 divided by 60 plus 1 divided by 40 is going to equal to 1 over 24. And with that, we're going to finish it off by changing these two, in which we get 0.01007967. Now with that, we're going to do 0.025 divided by the square root of this number, in which we get z, or the test statistic, or the test value, equals to 2.241, with some more numbers behind it represented by dots. Now in the homework, they want us to round to 2 decimal places, so we're going to do the same thing to our answer. Z is equal to 2.24. So that means alpha is our answer with a test value of 2.24. And here is all the work. You have a good night.